If we start to solve this problem in military way, the Russian Federation will go to us and will occupy the whole territory of Ukraine, and we must understand it. I don't know why the leaders of Ukrainian parliament, why the leaders of military bodies of Ukraine stopped it when it had been beginning. I don't know why. They have resources to stop it, but they didn't it. And as I said, maybe the problem is in the head. Maybe the problem is in the parliament. Maybe the problem is with our bodies, you know. And we must do something with this. And we just lose in war. We lose in war. So we must do something in it. So we must reform. We must renew. We must find new people who experts who can deal it, who can do it. And I think we should do it for the first. And as you say, the problem of military intervention of Russian Federation was, I think it was a struggle. And struggle of Ukrainians. Russian Federation used the struggle from Ukrainians from the east and west, and they did it, and it became revolution in Ukraine, and in all its works. Remember history, Bogdan Khmelnytsky. Remember the dividing of Ukraine in 18th century by Catherine II, and in all its works. So we must reform our system. Then we must inform our population. We must work with our citizens. We must say them, and we must use our bodies, military bodies, to stop it. We can do it. We have technologies, you know. We have all the technology in the world. And the United States of America said tomorrow they will send the equipment to Ukrainians. And I think we must use it. You know, there was one in the Cold War. It was a conflict in South Korea. There was USSR on the one side, and there was United States on the other side. And they understand, if they go military way, they use their troops and send them to this territory, it will be the second world, it will be third world war. So they didn't it. They use their spies, they send it equipment, they send it money. And as we know, the result was the collapse of the country. So we can see it in Ukraine. Russian Federation sent to east part of Ukraine spies. They sent separatists to east of Ukraine, but USA sent us money. So I think we must deal. Our diplomacy must deal with it. We must speak with the head leaders of these countries. And the collapse of Geneva Treaty was, I think, because of Ukrainian diplomacy.
What was the problem then?
The problem is that Ukraine is very weak. Nowadays, Ukraine is very weak, and we have no the president. We have no the president who will head the state and who will prolong our political system, who will be closer to the citizens. And this is the main problem. We must wait for the present elections. And even if we have no force, even if we were weak, we always must say that we had force. We can do something. And we always must be strength. And it's the key to solve this conflict. It's key for the diplomacy of Ukraine, for diplomats from Ukraine, ambassadors. They must show that we are strength and we are very needed for the world. Okay. I think.
Thank you.
So the military operation in Ukraine, yes, in the east part of Ukraine, you know, it's some like of scream of Ukrainians, I don't know, scream of authority. And I think if they wanted to do it, they should do it more early, you know, because it's, I don't know, it's very bad to do it today, because if we must remember Geneva and what had said Lavrov. He said that if in Ukraine in Ukraine, the Russian citizens will be punished by the authority, and the operation is the punishing of separatists. But separatists are citizens of Ukraine, and you must understand it. And if it should be, we will go military, we will send troops to Ukraine to solve this problem. And if we start this operation today, it will collapse the whole system. It will collapse the Ukraine and ruin it. But I think we should do more correctly. We should be like, like a snake. We should use our bodies, and we should listen to our citizens. What the problem is in Ukraine? The problem is in economic. You know that the prices are rised up every day, and it's very hard to us to pay for money to eat. I won't eat. Every Ukrainian said, I won't eat. And it's a very big problem, and that's why the trust of population to Ukrainian authority goes down. And we must solve this problem, because we must talk with our citizens, and it must be our first position, and we must do something with this. And I think if we send our troops to the east, we will start war with the Russian Federation. That's all.
But if we don't, and Russian Federation starts war with us, then?
Oh, it's a very funny situation, you said, yes. But you must understand, who is Russian Federation in the world? We have no military opportunity to defend our territory from Russian Federation. We have no opportunity because they have weapons, they have soldiers, very much soldiers. And what is Ukrainian army now? We have army, yes, we have army, but we cannot protect our territory. We cannot do it. So we must do it correctly. We must do it very correctly. We must work with our citizens and use our spies bodies, our security bodies to solve this problem. We must take the leaders of separatist leaders to the jail, but we must do it as say at night,
Not hurting anyone.
Not, yes.
Just quick comment concluding.
To start some wars, to something, need to have precedent. So in the Crimea question, they have precedent. And if we give the precedent to Russian Federation today in the East, they will go. So I want to talk about history a little bit. And I always remember you that when the First World War began, there was a problem in Bulgaria, and was killed the prince of monarchy of European. And after that, Russian Empire says that we will defend our population, we will defend our friends, and that's all. No. And you should understand that we must not give the precedent to Russian Federation to go to the east.